Welcome back to part 2 of reading Arabic road signs. I'm Arabic Mike. The first one isn't a road sign, but it's a shop window. This is a fa, followed by an alif, followed by a noon, followed by a sin, followed by a ya. So, fancy, fancy, fa-a-n-si, rose, ra, wow, zain, ra, rose, rose, fancy, rose. Oh look, fancy rose, fancy that. Okay, pay for parking here. We can see that in English. Let's break this down then, obviously starting from the right hand side. للمواقف ادفع هنا. هنا means here. ادفع means pay. It actually means push as well. So push and pay come from this same verb, دفع, دفع. When you put the alif in front of the del, the beginning of that verb, it makes it like an order, a demand. Pay. Not he pays, she pays, but pay. You pay, basically. It's like a imperative form of that verb. So adfa, huna. And then this bit, you can probably guess, is the parking. So lil mawaqif, lil. When we've got lil at the beginning of a word, it means kind of like for. So lil mawaqif. Waqafa, these three root letters, waw, qaf, fa, means to stop. So mawaqif, the meme, makes it a place of stopping, aka a car park, somewhere to park your car. So lil mawaqif adfa'a huna, pay for parking here. Dawrat al-miyah, dawrat al-miyah. Now you might have learned the word for toilet as hammam, hammam, not hammam, which means pigeon, but hammam with a shadda on the mim. So this is a different way of saying toilets, toilet, bathroom. Just like in English we have different words for washroom, bathroom, toilet, water closet, WC. I mean, yeah, there are lots of different variants. This is quite a formal way. Dawrat means course or cycle. Dawra being course and dawrat being the plural of course, so courses. And then el-miyah means water. So it's kind of like water cycle or something like that. But of course, you know, in context, it's just toilets. So keep a lookout for this when you're walking through the airport. I think this is having just arrived in Doha. Or it could be Cairo. I'm not sure actually. Markaz el-Malaka el-Asnan. Markaz means center. El-Malaka means the queen. Malik being king and Malaka being queen. This tarmabuta at the end. Tarmabuta makes the noun into a feminine noun. So el-Malik, the king. El-Malaka, the queen. And el-Asnan, el-Asnan means teeth. The teeth. Markaz el-Malaka el-Asnan, center, the queen, the teeth. The queen, dental center. Makhbaz. Makhbaz is Sa'id. Makhbaz is Sa'id. So khabaza or khubs, you might have heard khubs, which means bread. The word bread comes from the verb to bake, which is khabaza. Khabaza. So akhbaz, yakhbaz, tukhbaz. Makhbaz means it's a place of baking. So like when we had mawaqif for place for stopping or putting your car, this is a makhbaz, so it's a place for baking, i.e. a bakery. And then we've just got Is-Sa'id, Is-Sa'id, a common name, Is-Sa'id, bakery. And notice that the sin is a sun letter, which means we don't pronounce the lam before it. So although in English we've got El-Said bakery, you might read it, or El-Said bakery, it's actually pronounced in Arabic, makhbaz Is-Sa'id, Is-Sa'id. Another bakery, so this one, Ir-Raghif, Ir-Raghif, this just means like loaf or piece of bread. And this is a good word to learn, which is why I've included it in the video. Is-Sakhin. Is-Sakhin means hot, but it means hot, temperature hot, not like spicy hot, which you would use har. So you can say el-ma is-sakhin, hot water, or just ma sakhin, hot water. This is ir-raghif is-sakhin. So it's like a hot loaf, basically. Again, you've got the word makhbaz at the top right here in red. Down here, you've got the word, what does that say? Haluwani. Haluwani. So this comes from helu or helwa, which means sweet. And I believe this means like confectioner. But if someone can give a better translation of haluwani in the comments, then please do that. I took this in a restaurant in Doha. They sold a lot of fish, which is your clue to what is going on in this top bit. We're going right into the top bit first. So, el-qarmuti, that's a qaf, ra, mim, waw, ta, not a ta, but a ta, ya. القرموطي. That's the name of the restaurant. I think it's a chain. And then down here, in the bottom two halves of this diamond, we've got للمناكلات البحرية. للمناكلات البحرية. Now, مناكلات means like foods, and بحر means sea. So when we've got مناكلات البحرية, this بحرية becomes like an adjective to this noun here, and it's seafood. So this is basically القرموطي seafood. القرموطي للمناقلات البحرية. And up at the top, as a bonus little translation here, we've got مذاق لا ينسى. مذاق means taste. لا ينسى means you won't forget it, or literally he won't forget it, or unforgettable. لا ينسى. أنسى, ينسى, تنسى, لا تنسى, don't forget. This is the verb to forget. نسى ألف مكسورة. Gently do not enter. لطفا ممنوع الدخول. ممنوع means prohibited. الدخول means entry. We had this in part 1. لطفا means nicely or gently. So have you heard of latif, latifa? That means nice. So I thought this was quite a funny English translation of لطفا ممنوع الدخول. Gently do not enter. متاحف مشيريب. مشيريب is just a area of Doha, and متحف means museum. متاحف means museums. That's quite straightforward. And then we've got طريق الريان. طريق الريان. That just means road Ryan. So Al Ryan Road. Here we've got a road safety sign, so I want to break this down a bit. We've got 4 words here. أحرص على القيادة الأمنة. أحرص على القيادة الأمنة. Now أحرص comes from the verb حرص, which means to take care, so be careful. على is like of or on. القيادة means driving. القيادة ألف لام قا يا ألف دال ترمبوتا. الأمنة means safely. So this is really saying take care to drive safely. القيادة means drive. الأمنة means safely. And this first verb here, حرص, again, we've got this alif at the front of it, which makes it into the imperative. So we've got, rather than حرص or حرص, we've got أحرص, which means be careful, take care. Take care on driving safely. أحرص على القيادة الأمنة. Drive safely. Same sign then shows us this. أربط حزام الأمان. أربط means to tie or to connect. The actual verb being the ربط, ربط. That means to tie or connect. And then أربط means tie. It's like an order. Again, it's an imperative form of the verb. It's a demand. Tie, حزام means belt. الأمان means safety. So tie your safety belt, basically. Tie safety belt. أربط حزام الأمان. Okay, back in the airport. Not sure which airport this is. We've got a sign that says mind your step. The Arabic says إحترس أثناء السير. إحترس أثناء السير. Let's go backwards. السير means walking or to walk. أثناء means during. So أثناء, during, similar to the word خلال. And we've got إحترس. So حرس means to guard. A حرس, which you may have even come across this word if you've lived in the Middle East. A حرس is like a guard, someone who is in charge of maybe looking after a building or the security of a particular area. حرس means to guard. Now we've got a ta in there too, which changes the meaning slightly. And when we put an alif in front, it's telling you, it's alerting you to kind of take guard or beware. I think beware is the best translation. So إحترس أثناء السير. Beware during your walking. Back in the mall, and we've got Arabian oud, which literally you can see here alif lam ain ra ba ya tarmabuta al arabiya. You all know this word because I say it all the time. Al arabiya al oud. Al arabiya al oud. So good practice for your ain there. Tighten your throat, squeeze it out. Al arabiya al oud. Arabian oud. These guys look like they might be buying some. Rawaha Genève. In our last video, we looked at Paul Bakery, and P is a letter which doesn't exist in the Arabic alphabet. V, the letter V for Victoria, is also a letter which doesn't exist in the Arabic alphabet, which is why we steal a letter from Persian and use this q or fa with 3 dots. That's like a V. So let's just read this out again. Rawa'a, Geneve. Rawa'a, Geneve. Now you've all heard ra'a for wonderful. Ra'a means wonderful. Rawa'a is like wonders or masterpieces. Genève novelties. And if you're interested, they sell mostly watches. I should mention, by the way, if you have any questions about any of these words or letters, or you want clarification on any of these points regarding the Arabic alphabet, letters, words, phrases, and you'd like to support this channel, please do join me on patreon.com/Arabic Mike. On to the next sign. Black abayat. Now, again, if you've lived in the Middle East, you'll know what an abaya is. It's what the women wear, like the long, often black dress, which just covers everything and is very loose. That's called an abaya. Now look at the way they've written this. Ba, lam, alif, ka. Black, lil, abayat. So abaya meaning one abaya, and the plural for abaya being abayat. So black, lil, abayat. I had to include a restaurant. Mat'am is the word for restaurant, so mim, ta, ain, mim, and mahawili. Mahawili, I'm not sure, I think that's just the name of the restaurant, maybe it's the name of the guy who runs it or something. So mat'am, mahawili. Back at the airport again, baggage claim. Istilam el-haqa'ib. Istilam el-haqa'ib. Haqiba means bag, haqa'ib means bags. So plural of haqiba is el-haqa'ib, the bags. Istilam means to receive or to claim, basically. So to pick up, to collect. Istilam el-haqa'ib. L'Occitan. Now, I don't know how many times I've seen this shop in malls and shopping centres around the world and not really known how to pronounce it, but the Arabic really helped me with this because it's spelled out clearly. So L'Occitan. Lam, waw, kaf, sin, ya, ta, alif, noon, and then below en Provence. L'Occitan. I'm not actually sure what they sell. Maybe you could leave a comment and tell me if you do know. I want to start with this title here. We have written El Burj El Shimali. Now Shimal means north, so Ishimali with the ya at the end turns it into kind of adjective and makes it northerly. El Burj, of course, means tower. Burj Al Arab, Burj Al Khalifa. You all know lots of Burjs, I'm sure. So El Burj Ishimali means northern tower or north tower. Let's also look at these numbers. So from the last video we had 80, didn't we, in the speed limit. 1, 2, 3. This is actually a 7, so not sure why it skipped the middle floors, but 1, 2, 3, and then this is a number 7. Ittabiq means floor or level, and down here, Ittabiq al-ardi means ground floor. Ittabiq al-ardi. Ard means ground. Ittabiq al-ardi, ground floor. Last but not least, we have beauty box. Beauty box salon. Nice and easy to finish. That brings us to the end. You can see more videos in front of you, more Arabic lessons or other videos on my channel. This is number 2 of a 3-part series, so you can always go back and watch part 1 and 3. If you would like to support my channel on Patreon, I really appreciate all the support on there. So thanks for watching and see you again soon.